Hi there folks, and welcome to the What's Solutions for this week's edition of the Daily Rigour, issue number 32. So our first story is just a wee summary on Chewbacca Mom. Do you remember her? When she put that video up on Facebook, she was the most watched ever Facebook live video. And what she did was she bought a Chewbacca mask in a toy shop and filmed quite a funny video that she thought only her friends and family were going to see. And then to her shock, she got 50,000 views within an hour. Now, that was way back in May. Since then, the total views currently are 3,280 times this amount. So how many views does a video currently have? Give your answer in words. So obviously we need to multiply the 50,000 by the 3,280, and that gives us this number here. Because there's 6 zeros after the 164, that means that this is going to be 164 million views. Incredible. So maybe you want to become the 164 million and one view. So maybe you should go and check it out, because it actually is really funny. Anyway, on to the environment now. So we've got cheetahs are heading towards extinction, experts say. So there's now just 7,100 left, and of that, 170 of them are in Zimbabwe, and that's it. So what percentage of the world's cheetah population live in Zimbabwe? So there's 170 that live in Zimbabwe out of a total of 7,100, and obviously when we say out of, that means we divide. So we do 170 divided by 7,100. This gives you your answer as a decimal. So to change to a percentage, we times by 100. So that's going to give us 2.39436 ... And the question did say to round to one decimal place. So we look at the first number after the point, and then the number just to the right of it. So because this 9 is 5 or more, it's more than 5, that means we're going to round the 3 up to a 4. That's going to give us 2.4% to one decimal place. Okay, so on to the weather now. So we get these spectacular waves were shown hitting the Shetland Islands, and this actually is a real photograph. I mean, incredible nature of work there. They are 46 feet high, these waves. Now, there's 0.3048 metres in 1 foot. So how tall are these 46 foot waves in metres? So obviously, to change 46 feet into metres, we have to multiply by this conversion rate, and that's going to give us 14.0208. And it does tell us to give our answer to the nearest metre, so because there's a 0 after the point, that's going to be 14 metres to the nearest metre. Okay, so our last story is from the world of sport. So Carlos Tevez has been the latest biggest transfer to the Chinese Super League, and he's become in the process the highest paid football player in the world, where he earns a staggering £615,000 per week. So just out of curiosity, let's work out how much Carlos earns per second. So first of all, this is per week, so we can work out how much he earns in a day by dividing by 7, because there's 7 days in a week. We can then work out how much he earns in an hour, because there's 24 hours in a day, so we can divide by 24. And from hours we can go to minutes. There's 60 minutes in an hour, so we can divide that by 60, and that's how much he earns in a minute. So in a second, well, there's 60 seconds in a minute, so we can divide by 60 again. And if we do all that, and obviously round to 2 decimal places because it's money, we find out that Carlos Tevez earns £1.02 every second. Incredible figures in football these days. Anyway folks, that was our What Solutions for the Daily Rigour issue number 32. Hope you found that useful, and I hope you all had a great holiday and a happy new year. So stay tuned for next week's issue and all consequent ones in 2017, where we're going to be looking at those big stories from the news of the week and the numbers behind them. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and bye for now.